Welcome back to PYJynJoy, Messages from the Divine. This is Charmaine, your holistic life coach, coming to you with a reading for the collective. So remember, with these readings, they may not all resonate with everyone, but they will resonate with quite a few. And I hope that the message will serve you well. Before we get started, we'll cleanse the energy of the space. And prepare our minds for the message. We'll do 3 deep cleansing breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let your eyelids flutter closed. Relax your mind, let your shoulders drop down, circle them a little bit, pull them away from your ears, relax your jaw, relax the furrow between your eyebrows. And then gently inhale through your nose. Draw in fresh cleansing air that's brightened the inside of you with a bright light. And then exhale any previous thoughts from your mind. Let it all go. Again, inhale. Inhale a little deeper. Let your mind begin to free itself. And then gently exhale. Release any tension that's in your body. Stress-free, relaxed. And then last deep inhale through your nose, a little deeper. Hold it a little longer. And then gently exhale all that stale air out. Let the thoughts flutter away as your eyelids slowly rise. Awesome. So we will do a message. So I'll ask the Divine, what message do you have for the collective today? Divine, what message do you have for the collective today? What message, Divine, do you have for the collective on this day? So let's split the deck and see what we come up with. 5 and 20, financial and material changes and truth. So with 5 and 2 is 7. So 7 is, 5 plus 20 is 5 plus 2 is 7, and there's no 0. So nothing for 0. So it's 7 with your insight, your inner wisdom. That's all with your spirituality. That's all with 7. So there'll be some type of financial and material changes. You can also see the 4 elements there: earth, fire, air, water. In this, you see truth. Scales are balanced. You're facing out and looking out the window into the universe. So you're seeing that this is the truth. So somewhere the truth will come in with some financial and material changes. So let's shuffle the deck and see what this theme provides. So let's see a little bit more about it. So we have patience and planning, 7 again. So there's 2 columns, and again the seasons: spring, summer, fall, winter. So let's see what this comes out with. So we'll lay out some cards and figure out what this all will come out as the reading. 5 is change, wisdom, the Hierophant, and he's approaching a couple that's there with a little child at their feet in front of their home with his little sidekick dog that's there to help him bring the word. So let's see what this will come out to. Suffering in silence. 9 is completions, endings. So that could be the ending of the suffering, but you are suffering in silence for some reason. So we'll get a little more. So remember, before there was material and financial changes, truth with justice. So let's see what this will come up. And truth card came up again. So it looks like so far we're looking at something that is causing you to suffer. And you'll need the wisdom of a mentor, a spiritual guide, a life coach like myself, someone that can help you through this. And you need to be patient. There's some planning going on, and the truth will be revealed. So let's go a little further. We'll ask, I'll ask Divine more for each one. But now so that material change and financial, this will be material and spiritual prosperity. So you will have a positive change. So that's good. Let's see what else. A spiritual union. 2 people come together and their minds are met. So like-minded people. That is also goes underneath this card, so that makes sense because you'll come together with this guide that can help you in your thoughts. So it could be someone that's a spiritual leader. Temptation 15, 2 is balance. It's all about duality as well as self-reflection. So we have temptation, 1 + 5 is 6, and 6 is about your self-sacrifice, loyalty. And in this case with temptation, it has a little key there with a heart. But let's see what this will be. So that you'll be tempted with something, but power. So you ultimately have the strength. So 8 is about abundance. It's the infinity symbol, moving on and continuing. So there's strength there for you. You have the ability to overcome things. And look at the similarities in the colors. So let's see. So let me look at this. So we have from patience and planning to power. There'll be some suffering, but there'll be some spiritual union, some temptation. What's the bottom? Oh, funny enough, the bottom card, we have that financial material changes again for 5, just like we had these in the opening. So I'll put that there with that. So let's see. So we even have at the bottom spiritual strength, 9. Completions again, so we'll put that with spiritual union. So the person that you're speaking with, they will guide you and give you the strength that you need to overcome the suffering that you're going through. So you may be facing a truth that is causing you to be upset. So let me ask, what tell us more about this truth, Divine. What more can you tell us about this truth? Because I think that's where it is going to stem from. What truth is that? Some type with the scales, with justice, legal. Divine, tell us some more about what this message of truth. And again, it's with the 2, so 2 people. So let's see. Divine, what message do you have further on this truth situation? Something almost fell, but it got stuck. So let me just pull a card and see what we come up with. Deception and envy. 7, so spiritual again. So there's some type of deception, some type of person that's out there around you that is really envious of you, but they're wearing a mask. They're not letting you know how their true feelings are. And it's heart, it's green. So that's with green, it's with your heart, it's with the emotions. So it could very well be someone that is your partner, your lover, that's being deceptive and envious of you. So let me see, that could be the truth. And that could be what's causing you to suffer in silence because it's someone who's very close to you. And then the colors again are similar. And it has the 2 as well. So let's see, Divine, tell us more. What is this deception and envy? Who is this person? Partnerships and alliances. So perhaps there's a situation where there's a third person involved in your relationship, your romantic relationship with the 3. So your hands are clasped as with your lover, but there's a third person that may be coming in there. So that's the truth. That's some suffering in silence that you'll need to pull on your spiritual strength to get you through. So it appears as though there is someone involved in your relationship. And that's a lot coming up. I guess, you know, the temptation is there and people are tempted to get involved. And that will lead you to suffering in silence, but you should speak your truth. So let's see what other card we get. Well, passion is ignited. So you're very passionate about this person, about your lover. Perhaps you want to hold on. You're trying to hold on. You want to keep that passion going. So let's see, is that something that will happen? 9 is ending. So once this suffering and silence ends, you'll have a new beginning with them. Divine, what? Tell me that. Tell me, what is this? Because now it's like saying with passion. So if there's a third person involved, is it a menage a trois? Let me see. So let's figure this out. Divine, tell us more. What is this passion? What is this about? How is it related to this third person? Okay. Throat chakra. Well, it's telling you to speak your mind. Speak up, speak up, speak up. 5 is change. So in order to make things change in this relationship, you need to be talking. You need to communicate. You need to express what your feelings are. So that's always good. You know to communicate. Okay. What more can you tell us about this? So there's a need for communication. But tell us more, Divine. What more can you add to this to give a little more clarity on what this message is? Okay, so we have destiny, the wheel of change. Wheel of change is here, changed around into your better. So it's something better. Something better is going to come up with this. I'm going to get this figured out. I'm telling you. One, it's new beginnings. So you have your destiny. You are destined to have luck, to have this good fortune with this person, this financial, material prosperity and changes. You just need to be patient. So let's see. So maybe it isn't so much that it's suffering in silence and this deception and envy is, or what's concerning, because is it with this other person and then with this judgment. So tell me more. I mean, let me know some more, Divine. Tell me more about this situation. Offer a little more clarity on that. And tell me what's this all about. Sacrifice, 12, 1 plus 3, 1 plus 2 is 3. So you just need to look at things in a different way. So that's the Hanged Man. So you're needing to look at things differently. So maybe truth delivered. You have the speak up, passion, self-sacrifice, temptation. Let me pull another card and see. Because I'm sort of getting a download of this being, but I want to be certain. Success, triumph, 7. So what I'm going to say, this is leaning towards more so that you have your lover. Okay, so it's you and your lover, two, the pair, the two of you together, 2. It's balancing. There's some truth there. You need to communicate. But this third person is not going to be bad. Maybe that's what you want. It's that's what you want. You're tempted to have this third person in your relationship. And what's causing you to suffer is that they're bringing you passion. So maybe it's you. It's you. It's you who has this third part. You brought the third party into the relationship, okay? That's basically, and look, I looked at the bottom card. It's balance. Balance, again, 2, the column 11 is a master number. 11 is about new beginnings, really pushed further, but also with spirituality. And you having the ability to balance everything. All of the suits are represented there of the wands, the sword, the cups, the pentacles. So with this, it's more that you are tempted to have this third person, or you may be having an affair, but you need to be patient with this because it will impact your finances as well. And you need the strength. So what I'm going to say that this is all, and I'm like, as I'm putting together while I'm talking to you. So I like to talk things out. So in this case, what it is it's you and your lover, okay? You are interested in this third person. You're seeing things differently because you want to have that passion. They're bringing passion to you that you haven't had before. And you still want that, but you still want your lover. You still want the original person. So you want to have them all, and you're trying to figure out a way to balance it. And is that something that you can do? Because you have the strength to do so, and the destiny, time and luck is on your side. And you're suffering because it's in your head with you trying to, and you're the one that's being deceptive. It's not so much the envy, it's deceptive. You're the one that's not being clear with your partner in what's going on, that you're tempted by this other person to have an affair with them. But ultimately, you will have the success and this triumph because you will balance this all out. You will come to terms with this spiritual union because this wisdom, this hierophant, this person that you mentor, they'll help you to make sense of it. Because, a lot of times in society, it's thought of you can only have one way. It can only be a man and a woman. But things are different. Things can be whatever you want them to be. It's your life. So with you being torn by this wanting of this third person, it's making you suffer. And you're suffering in silence because you don't feel comfortable sharing it with your partner. So you'll need to turn to someone else, a third party that can help you to figure it out. And not as in the third party and the lover, but as in the third party of an outsider that can help you to see it all and to help you with your strength in dealing with it. So with that said, you have the strength and the ability to do it. So speak to your, and remember the throat chakra. You want to speak up. If you want to make a change in your relationship, you need to speak to your partner and let them know what your thoughts are. Don't hold this in. They may be open to it. You never know. It may be something that will, obviously it ignites your passion, but it is something that they may very well be open to. So let's check that. Will the partner be open to, the current partner be open to a third individual coming into the relationship? Divine, will a current partner be open to a third person coming into the relationship? Divine, will the original partner be open to a third person coming into the relationship? Let's see. So nothing popped out. So let's just do a quick pull. Emotional withdrawal. So that's 8. So again, you're withdrawing. So they may pull away for a little bit and not want that, but ultimately you will have success with it. There's all this prosperity, the material harvest. So give them some time. Remember, patience and planning. So you'll need to practice patience. It may go through a season. You know, all 4 seasons are represented. There will be some time that you'll need to convince your partner that this is something that will happen. But the bottom card is showing 2 things: victory and success and light, the sun. So your victory, you're trumpeting and the sun comes out. So you have the ability to do it. You can have this third party in your relationship. You just need to give your partner, speak with them, let them know what's going on so that they can have the ability to think things through and figure it out. But ultimately, it will happen. You will have this third individual come into your relationship and it won't mess you up. It'll actually improve. It'll go make things a lot better for you. So that's an interesting reading, I have to say. I like that one. I've had some other menage a trois, but this seems a bit more where your partner will need to have a bit of convincing first. But ultimately, you'll have that success. You'll have that victory. It's all there. You just have to be very patient. So here we have this. And speak up. We have it all. So, okay. So now let's see what message from the divine for crystals will help this situation. So divine, what crystal will help the collective out there? This is a doozy one, so it may resonate with everyone, but it is definitely resonating for someone. Somebody needed to hear this message, and I hope that this is helping you to figure things out. Most of all, speak up and be patient. So let's pick one here. Set strong boundaries, black kyanite. So when you're working with this third person, your partner is also wanting to have strong boundaries with this. So it can very well be that this will just be a temporary one-off situation. Let's see how this goes to try it out. But the boundaries are going to be set by your current partner. They're not going to be like go full throttle with everything and thinking that you're leaving me. They want the 2 of you together. And that is showing that the 2, 2, 2, that keeps coming up. So the 2 of you will remain intact. As for this third person that you're interested in, that's tempting you, that's turned your head, okay, they may be just for a short period because your partner, existing lover, is setting that boundary like, nope, they're cutting that off. They'll let you have your little fun, but that's not going to be the thing forever. That's what this is telling you right now, straight up. So I hope this message resonated and gave some great advice for people, because I'm like, it's all in my head. And I'm like trying to get it out clearly enough for you so you can understand the message. I hope that was very clear for you. Where sum it up, it's basically you have an existing lover. Your relationship is fine, but someone has turned your head that is making you have this feelings of passion, and you want it. You want this third person in your relationship, but you just have to be careful of what you're doing. Don't be deceptive with your lover. You have to communicate. You have to share with them what your thoughts are on this, because they need time. With that patience and planning, they will need time to understand this, and they will set boundaries. They will set boundaries because ultimately it is just the two of you. That's it. They don't want this thing to go on forever. And you have the ability to have that fun and the strength to keep your current relationship strong while you do that. So good luck to you with that. And I hope that works out. And then if this resonated with you, I'd be so thankful if you will like the video, share it with your friends, subscribe to PYJynJoy, click the notification bell so you'll get notified of when new posts and videos go up. I do them regularly every day. And also go to PYJynJoy.com. You can schedule a one-on-one, because let's get into this. I would really like to get into this with someone on an individual level that is going through this. So we can book tarot sessions, numerology sessions, life coaching, evolutionary astrology, all of the fun stuff. So until we see each other again, love, light, joy.